Charts. Once the job has been priced, we have a range of charts that we can instantly access. These give us an at-a-glance understanding of the financial details for the job. Some of these charts are client-friendly, and others are designed for in-house use only. These charts can be accessed at any time during the pricing of the job, but remember, if you look at these prior to completing all the details on the pricing sheet, and before adding the markups and overheads into the summary report, they will only consist of the information that has been entered so far. To access the charts, we click the Charts tab and click the View Charts button. There are 7 charts available, all showing different financial aspects of the job, and they're viewed by clicking the buttons located here. The button of the chart that's being viewed is highlighted red. Let's look at them all. We'll start with the Contract chart. OK, the Contract chart button is highlighted red, and we can see the complete title of the report here, which is Breakdown of Contract. This pie chart shows us the breakdown of the costs of the materials, plant, labour, PC sums, and the professional services and fees. The text here lets us know that this is client-friendly. All the costs shown have the markups and overheads built in. Some of the charts, including this one, give us the option to have the chart cost information read out to us. If this feature is available, we will see the Speak Active Chart button. We need to make sure the volume on our machine is on or turned up. We click the button.
Your plant cost is 9% of the total breakdown, and its total figure is £17,875.77.
The cost information is read out to us. To turn it off, we hit the Escape button on our keyboard. We can print this chart and give it to our client, or keep it for our records. Just hit the button here. The print preview is opened. We just use the print preview button at the top to set our printing preferences or to print it. To close it, click this button. Let's look at the next chart. This is the Section of Works chart. The button is now highlighted red, so we know which of the charts we're viewing, and the complete title of the chart is here. It's called the Section of Works Breakdown. The text here explains that the value for each section of work that we have priced is shown, and that the overheads and profits are included within these figures, meaning it's another client-friendly chart. We'll notice that each work section is listed. There are financial figures at the top. In this example, they go up in increments of £5,000. We can instantly see that the Walls work section is going to involve the biggest financial outlay. The programme has gone through the entire pricing sheet and drawn together the information from the summary to ensure the markups and overheads are added. We'll notice that work sections, such as the flat roof and alterations that are not involved on this job, do not have any financial value associated with them. We can print this chart by clicking the Print Chart button here. We'll view the material cost chart. Click the button, it becomes red. If we haven't generated our material order report and grouped the items by material, we will be given this text, letting us know that until this process has been carried out, the programme is unable to display the chart. We can go into our material order sheet to do this, or we can click this button here. This will take a few moments to generate, as the programme is now drawing together every material item from each section of works on the entire pricing sheet for this chart. When completed, we're taken to the material order sheet. To return to the chart, we click the Charts tab, click View Charts, and click the Material Costs button. We can see that the button now has a bar graph displayed, indicating that the chart is ready to be viewed. The text here explains that the financial values shown in this chart don't include any markups or overheads. These are the direct costs. Therefore, this is designed to be an in-house document, and not something that would necessarily be provided to the client. The text also explains that the grouping of the materials correlates with the material sections that are found in the central library. So, for example, any material item that has been selected on the pricing sheet that is located in the aggregate section of your library will be accounted for within the aggregate costs that we can see here. All the material sections are listed alphabetically A through to Z. The name of the materials section is listed down the left-hand side of the chart, and the financial values are shown here at the top. For this job, they go up in increments of £1,000. We can see immediately that insulation, bricks and aggregates are where our biggest material spend will be. Having this information in an easy-to-understand format means we can, if required, start contacting suppliers to see if we can get these direct costs down. We can refresh this chart at any time by clicking this button here. The print option for this chart is here. We'll click the payment chart button. The button turns red and we can see the chart and its title here. This is a pie chart and it shows us the breakdown of each stage payment that is to be made. This is based on the settings within the payment schedule for the job. So prior to accessing this chart, it would be best practice to ensure that the information within the payment schedule report is as required. Each payment is colour-coded and the key is here. The financial value of each payment is shown. Plus, we can see the percentage value of each stage payment in relation to the overall amount that the client has to pay. This can be a useful format to view this information in, as it may be that if some stage payments are a very high percentage of the overall amount, adjustments to the payment schedule may be deemed necessary. This is a client-friendly document, as all the markups and overheads are built in. It may also be a chart that we want to use in-house too. This chart has the Speak Active Chart button, so we can click this and have the stage payment information read out to us. To print this chart, we hit the Print Chart button. We'll click the Direct Costs button. It turns red. We can see the whole title of the chart, breakdown of the direct costs for the contract. It's in a pie chart format. The text here explains that this is a chart designed for in-house use. The financial values within it are the direct costs, so no markups or overheads have been added. We can see the breakdown for the plant, materials, labour and any PC sums that have been included. It is colour-coded, and here's the key. As well as the financial value of each direct cost, we can also see the percentage of the direct costs that each element equates to. In this job, the materials make up the highest percentage of the direct costs. The text here confirms that the percentage totals have been rounded up to the nearest percentage. We can have the information on this chart read to us by clicking the Speak Active Chart button. And to print this chart, we click the Print button. The profit chart is here. This is the same as the pie chart that's on our summary. So this chart is best suited to in-house use, as it does show a complete breakdown of the job, including the overheads and profits. We can see the financial value of each element and the percentage value of each element in relation to the overall total. This chart directly relates to the information that's been entered into the summary report. So before utilising this chart, it would be best practice to ensure that the summary is set to the required preferences. We have the Speak Active Chart feature, and to print, we click this button. The final chart is the Works chart. Let's click the button. OK, this bar chart shows us the direct costs, or raw costs, prior to any markups and overheads being added, for each section of work involved in the job. This document is designed for in-house use. Each work section is listed, on the left-hand side, in the order that the work will take place. So this is the same order as the pricing sheet. Financial values along the top for this job go up in increments of £5,000. With the work section information in this format, we can instantly see that the walls are definitely going to be the most costly element of the build in terms of materials, plant and labour. Ground floor and plastering are next. Having the details in such an instant visual format can be really helpful. In seconds, it's clear that there may be the opportunity to save on the biggest expenditures by sourcing materials and trades effectively. It can also draw attention to anything that may need double checking. For example, if something appears to be less or more than anticipated, it's a simple case of going back to the pricing sheet and ensuring the selections that have been made in the yellow and blue boxes are the correct ones for the job, and that the numbers that have been entered into the red boxes are also correct. To print this bar chart, click this button.